Hey guys, how's it going? DUJ2 here, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key. Now, this video is going to be a little bit different and something that I hope to do every single Thursday from now on. What we're going to do is this is going to be a bit of a Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key questions and answers video. And I want to give a special thanks out to safarihearts, aka safarihearts on Discord. They contacted me and they asked me, how to do something in game, and I was gonna make a video about it, but since it's a guilting question and since I like to do longer guilting videos, I kind of wanted to explain how things are. And then what we decided was, oh, you know what, let's start talking in chat and figure out if there's any other videos out there that people would like to see. Any other questions that people would like to have answered. So this is going to be 10 questions that I picked up that people just rapid fired in the chat. Someone said something about using an app or a program where people can send me questions and I can answer them. So we might try that in the future. But when there's a question that's like really big, for example, Nice Pumpkin asked, why is general defense debuff much more efficient than attribute debuff? That can be quickly answered by basically saying that general defense debuff is a higher percentage, but if we really want to get into it, that might be like a classroom video where we actually get into it much deeper. But anyway, the original question that where's theirs? Safarihearts. The original question that Safarihearts asked was, I don't know how to fully guilt a medal with one boost medal of the same kind. So say I have one boosted medal and 6 other regular medals of the same kind. How do I guilt the medal without losing the boosted medal while guilting? Also, how does it work? Now, we kind of went over it a few times. We talked about it, but I kind of want to explain what they were trying to say here. So they were saying, I have a boosted medal and 6 other regular medals of the same kind. How do I guilt the medal without losing the boosted medal? That is a great question. And actually, these questions, I'm going to really encourage you guys, bring questions that if you think that, oh, you know what, I don't exactly know how to do this, but I don't really want to ask because I don't know if people are going to say something to me or not, or they're going to think, oh, why don't you know that? You know what, it's fine. We're all still learning here. We all want to figure stuff out. And thank you Sapphire, for that. So a boosted medal, I have here a boosted Xion. Now I'm not going to guilt it yet because I am terrified of the guilt that I might get. I almost want to do it. No, we're not going to do it. So basically, how do you not lose the boost? So as you guys know, see this is a regular medal. It's got white on the strength. This is a boosted medal. It has yellow on the strength. And when you get a boosted medal, it says boosted on the bottom, and that's basically what. But you don't want to lose these medals. You don't want to put these medals into another. So what I do is I actually lock that one. If you notice, this one was locked. And then what I did is, imagine this doesn't have any orbs in it. What I did is, as you guys know the math in KHUX, these all started at 5 stars. So what I did was I put 2 into this one first, and then I made another one with 3 into that one for a total of 7 medals to put together. Now, so to guilt a medal without losing the boosted medal, basically your base medal has to be your boosted one. That's all it is. So like in this case, if I were to put this medal here, right here, this medal into this medal, I would lose my boosted. But if I put this medal into this medal, I don't lose my boosted, because basically I'm keeping my locked medal, which is my boosted medal right here, as my base medal. I'm putting everything into that medal. So that's basically how it is, and I hope that answers your question, Sapphire. If it doesn't, shoot me a follow-up question on Discord and we can answer it right now, but I'm going to keep going. The Elite asked, hey DUJ, serious question. It's possible to get all Keyblades to 25? Yes, it is. It's even possible if you are past quest 500 right now, and if you have completed all of the Mog quests, the most recent, if you've completed all the Adamantite quests, it is possible to get your Keyblades all to 25. For example, 3 Wishes 25, Olympia 25, Divine Rose 25, Mugla Glory is at 0 because I haven't touched it. Starlight 25, Treasure Trove 25, Lady Luck 25. So right now, if you complete all the quests up to Is it up to 500? I think it's up to 500 or 475 maybe. And if you complete every single adamantite ore challenge where you get the adamantite ore, then yes, you are able to get every single metal in the game. Sorry, every single keyblade in the game currently to 25. Next question. Rebel prizes. I got a question. When the Kingdom Hearts game comes to PS4, will that be content in addition to KH2X, or will you try to... Oh, it's a question for me. You know what? When you mean when 2.8 comes out? Yeah, when 2.8 comes out, I'm going to be doing videos just like I will be doing with World of Final Fantasy. I'm sorry those videos haven't started yet, but those are going to be like 30 to 1 hour long just playthroughs. I'm just going to play through the game. We're going to, have like chunks of playthroughs, and I'm going to be releasing those out. Psychic Curse. What are Mickey and Brooms? Mickey and Brooms is what we call Fantasia Mickey B. In the JP version, there is a medal where you can take Mickey and you can combine it with another medal called Brooms. And when you combine those medals, it turns into Fantasia Mickey B. And that medal has the capacity to give you an orb. So like here, these orbs right here. So basically, if you put that medal, it acts like it's kind of like the ditto of medals. It can be any metal. So when you put it into another metal, it will actually either give it an orb, or if it's already gilted, it will actually re-roll gilt on it. Adventuring Gaming. Should free-to-play monopolize their strongest attribute or try equally leveling up each keyblade? Okay, this is an interesting question. So when you say free-to-play, we've talked about this before, and it depends. Are you talking a free-to-play player who's been playing since day one with over 220 days played? Almost 250. Or are you talking about a free-to-play player who just started playing the game? That's a big difference, because if you just now started playing the game, if you're a new player, then I highly recommend you focus on Starlight. Or if you do a pull, or if you start pulling, or if you save up your jewels, kind of coordinate yourself according to what jewels you get. Focus on that keyblade more than anything else. You can try equally leveling everything up, but to be perfectly honest, until you're like in the 400s, okay, until you can get Divine Rose, and until you have pulled enough to be able to have the power to pass, like the Cerberus and the Adamantite ore challenges and all that, it's not really, it's not really that it's really not that important, yeah, it's really not that, okay, so let's see. Do number of hits on the metal matter? Arrowcana asked that question. No, it doesn't matter for actual damage, because the total damage gets divided, but it does matter, for example, if you go into a quest or a challenge where it says, let me see if, I don't think that Sapphire has answered. It doesn't matter if you go into a challenge where, sorry, it does matter if you go into a challenge where, let's say, it says you can only do this many hits, or you have to do a single hit with the hardest hit, then it does matter. Or if you're doing like the eggs, where number of hits matters, you have to hit, it doesn't matter how hard you hit unless you hit a fixed damage, like Beast and Timeless River Mickey and those medals. But it does matter if you have a number of hits, because some of them take 8 hits to kill, some 5, some 12. Francois asks, DUJ, do you think it better to concentrate on one keyblade? No. The reason why I say that, because as you progress in the game, your use of keyblades is going to change. For example, I was highly dependent on the Olympia keyblade for the longest of times. Then I was incredibly dependent on Divine Rose. If you guys watched me, I don't know, a couple months ago, or a month ago, even 2 months ago, I would only use Divine Rose. I never used anything else. Divine Rose was like the only medal I ever used. And I had this setup with it. Yeah, I had this setup or this setup with it. And of course, back then I had Puglet and Rax. I don't even use the setup anymore that much, to be honest. This was my setup that I would tackle everything with. And usually, because of Musketeer Donald, it could take down a lot of stuff. I don't really use Divine Rose that much anymore. Now I use Starlight a little bit, but I use Treasure Trove, Lady Luck, and Three Wishes more than anything else because I have enough medals that I can actually, stack them up. Where is it? How much? Oh, it doesn't say. Huh. You know how much SP each one can carry? Wait, it's there. Yeah, it's here. 2 out of 16. So the SP does hurt me because I kind of do wish that I could be using like Olympia more again, because you know what? That 19 is gorgeous. Same with Divine Rose. 19 is just awesome. I'm really looking forward to leveling up my Moogle of Glory and trying it out because I think I can do a lot with it. Next, wow, it's Josh. If you were to recommend a Keyblade to max first in the early game, which Keyblade would you choose for KHUX? If you are a brand new player and you are just barely starting, I highly recommend you focus on Starlight. Starlight is just going to give you a little bit more of a chance to face everything. And if you notice also at the beginning of the game, you do have a couple of things that are more Starlight oriented and that ask for more. Linda C, what medal would I first use Mickey and Brooms on when we get it? Oh man. The first medal I would probably try and use it on would be, it depends how many we got. If we only got one, I'd save it. If I got a couple or three, 2 or 3, maybe I would start trying it first on Maleficent. If I got 2 to try and guilt her. If not, I think I would start saving them up and probably start saving them up so that one day I could guilt Illustrated Terra, Illustrated Sora, and Illustrated Riku. Unless we start getting new medals too, because yeah, there's going to be much stronger medals coming. Oh, there has to be. Armor of Light. Will you guild Maleficent first when you get Mickey and Brooms? Yeah, depending how many we get, but possibly I would do her. And finally, Chop75, is it better to buy daily deals or EMC pulls? Okay, so if you guys were to watch my videos about 4 months ago, 4 to 5 months ago, I would have said, you know what? Definitely the better value is going to be, and if you guys go back to look at my videos, and I highly would recommend you guys to do the daily deals. Why? Because you got 15 medals for the equivalent of spending for 10 medals in the EMCs, but that has changed now. We no longer have quest medals in the pulls. We now have, for example, like right now, we have a deal where you are going to get guaranteed 2 orb medals, 2 6-star orb medals, epic medals. So right now with the deals we have, no, the EMCs are a better deal, but please remember, each one of these pulls is still $25. $25 a pull is a huge amount of money. It's better just to save your jewels as you go along and see what you can do with it. If you absolutely have to pull, the daily deal is not bad, but you don't have the chance of getting, like, for example, right now, all epics. You're going to get tier 2s. Now for a starting player, that might be better actually, because you might need more tier 2s than you would need epics. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's it. So anyway, there you guys go. 10 quick questions. One, I want to start doing more of these videos. And again, a lot of these, if I don't know the answer, I'm not going to try and, tell you guys an answer that I don't know. I'm going to try and figure out. I'm going to see, and there's a lot of people out there who know a lot more than I do. I'm actually trying to talk to some people and seeing if they don't mind coming on Discord with me and chatting with us, because there are some people who understand this game so much better than I do, and I'm pretty much just talking to you guys out of the experience I have so far in the game. And again, these are just my opinions, guys. I am in no way the ultimate authority in anything in this game. Not at all. But yeah, so hopefully you guys appreciate this. Hopefully you guys will like this new series of videos. If you guys want to see more of this, let me know it down in the comments. And if you guys have a question, come to a stream on Thursdays. I want to do these. Thank you very much for watching, guys. As always, I am DUJ2, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.